Hey guys, how's it going? It's Python. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're gonna talk about scene cards. We're back for more winhiro, and the videos have been doing really well recently. So, if this is helping you out and you don't mind subscribing, that would really help a lot. But if you don't want to, don't worry about it. Hopefully we can help with today's video, which is gonna be on scene cards. And first of all, before we get to the tier list, I want to talk about two things that are very important. The first thing is that more than half, majority of the SS rank scene cards only work on their specific units, and very few scene cards work on all units. Those include all the A rank scene cards, all the S rank scene cards, and 5 of the SS ranks that work on every single unit in the game. The event one only works on green units, so it has a soft requirement, but the rest of them are only for their specific unit. And I had thought, which is the second thing, I had thought that this was for these specific characters, but it's not. It's for the specific unit. So this only works on red SUA. It doesn't work on every other SUA, and I made a mistake when I talked about the blue Umemiya, the tank Umemiya, okay? I said that this would work on the green and the yellow Umemiya. No, it doesn't. It only works on the blue tank Umemiya, okay? Defender, whatever. So I'm really sorry about that. I did make a mistake. I apologize, but it was due to ignorance. I'll try my best to not make mistakes in the future. Thankfully, the blue Umemiya now is kind of easily accessible to get from the exchange shop, so it wasn't a horrible mistake. But yeah, I actually did make this mistake as well myself. As you can see, I've leveled these up, but they don't work on every Tomiyama and on every Togame. They work only on the event ones, so they are kind of dead for me. Well, they're not completely dead, by the way. Only the first passive works on the specific character. The stats work on every character, and the lottery passives work on every character, okay? So they can still be really good, really helpful, but yeah, they only work on the main one, the big one. The big passive only works on the specific character, and those ones I personally cannot put on the tier list together with the ones that work on every single character. So what we're gonna do is today we're gonna talk about the ones that you can put on every single character that are universal, I guess, and then on the future video we'll talk about we'll do a character tier list with the scene cards, right? So how good are the characters? We already have done character tier lists, but we're gonna see how much better they get with their specific scene cards, and some of them are going to be like not just one tier above, they're going to be multiple tiers above, because some of these are actually really good. Like, they make their characters really good. Like this one, for example, a little spoiler, this is so good, by the way. Like, this is so good. But anyways, this one, for example, is one that works on every single character. This just at the beginning of the wave gives 8% crit rate increase, and at level 3 you can get it to 9%, and at level 5 it goes up to 11%, as well as stat increase. But obviously the negative with the SS ranks is the fact that you cannot get dupes as easily as you can for A ranks and S ranks, which you can use to unlock the lotto slots, right? Where is it? Yeah, to unlock the second and the third one you need 1 dupe and 2 dupes. And then obviously to re-roll for the lottery slots you need even more dupes. So that's why the S ranks are actually really good, despite the stats being quite low. Because if you take a look at this, the max level they can go to is level 4, and the stats that they give are worse. Okay, they're worse than a level 2 SS rank stats, right? This one gives 150, 50, 25, and the S ranks at max level give 149, 49, and 22, which is, the stats are lower, but the passives can actually be really good and really helpful. And today we're gonna get into those straight away. Okay, let me just change my my thingy here, and I have found a website that really helps with this, and I'll leave a link to it down below, because it's actually really good, and it has every single scene card in the game, and it has the corresponding unit. Okay, so I will leave a link down below, and we'll get through all of the characters again. We'll redo the tier list with the scene cards. Okay, the previous tier lists are not null and void, because if you don't have the scene cards, then they cannot rank higher. But if you do have the scene cards, we're gonna see how the characters re-rank. But for now, we're gonna take a look at all of the universal scene cards, I guess I can call them, on the ones that work on every single character, and here they are on the tier list as well. So let's start off with the easy. Now, first of all, I want to say there are 5 A ranks, 5 S ranks, and 5 SS ranks with the event one, if you don't count the event one. And they each essentially have the same effect, but with different percentages. Right? So there are 2 attack ones, 2 support ones, 2 attack ones, 2 defend ones, and 1 support one, right? So essentially, one of them increases damage, which for the A ranks is this one. One of them increases crit rate, which for the A ranks is this one. One of them reduces damage, which is this one. One of them increases recovery rate, which is this one, and one of them increases attack for 2 units in the middle row, which is this one, right? So let's look at on the side here. So for the A ranks, it's these 5, as I said before. This is at max value, by the way. Let me scroll all the way up. This is at max value, okay? Minimal effect, maximum effect. Okay, so this is max value. The A ranks can only go to level 3. Okay, and they can go only to a maximum of 2%. So I'm not gonna stall anymore and place all of them into C tier. Now, okay, I know they're all into C tier, however, as I said before, they are very easily accessible. So you can re-roll for them, right? They're the Lotto effects. You can get so many of them, you can re-roll for them a lot of the times. And one thing that I think is actually really nice, so that's why I'm gonna place this one first. This is the support one. So this one, at the start of the wave, increases damage dealt by 2 allies in the middle by 2%, which is quite low, but it's nice. And also this one with the 2 tank ones, in the Lotto effect, you can actually get, and actually let me show you from the game. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, let me show you from the game what I mean, because one thing that they can actually really do and can actually be really helpful for, is the fact that they can give you evasion rate. Okay, so evasion rate is actually really nice with Yellow Sakura, right? Because Yellow Sakura is all about the evasion. Okay, so on this one, for example, this is the support one, but on this one I got 3% evasion rate from the first 2, and the third one gives me 1% action speed increase, which is really nice. Okay, so yeah, you can get small stuff like that, like the percentages of like the stats that you're gonna get from the actual passive is not gonna be great, okay, but you can kind of farm the smaller ones and reroll on the smaller ones. And if we go to Yellow Sakura, if you're not familiar with Yellow Sakura, he's got 3% evasion rate, right, just to start off with, and then he gets more evasion rate with his ult 30%, with skill 1 20%, the passive 15%, and then his scene card, which we'll get to tomorrow or in the future, his scene card can give him up to 10% evasion rate. Okay, so even if it's just an extra 3 or an extra 5, like, it's not like he needs defensive stats or recovery rate, because he doesn't do that anyways. So so it doesn't really matter, right? It's not like you're losing something. But anyways, let's move on to the web here. Okay, now let's move on to the S ranks, onto the B rank in the tier list. And okay, well, actually, let's start off with the best one. Okay, let's not beat around the bush. The best effect is that effect that I just showed you, to increase the attack of 2 allies in the middle. It's the Kotoha one right here. and for the SS rank, and is the best one. It increased by 11. The stats are 11, by the way, for the SS ranks, except for the recovery rate, which is 14. For the S ranks is 4, except for the recovery, which is 6, and then for the other ones it's 2. For the A ranks it's 2, except for the recovery amount, which is 4. Okay, so they essentially do the same thing. The S ranks are easily accessible, as I said. This is the one that does the same thing, which increases attack for 2 LS. So I'm gonna put this one in A rank. Then I would say the most important thing is attack increase. This is the one that does it, the Suo one. And then it's damage reduction, which is the Umemiya one. That's also quite important. Now the crit rate increase is not great. However, it is an SS rank, okay? And the stats are massive, like a lot better. So I'm gonna put it in A. This is the recovery amounts, by the way. This is in A regardless. I mean, it could be in S. Now let's put it in A. It's fine in A. This one, look, this one, the effect is not great. Crit rate is not that important in my opinion. On specific units it can be, but it's not as like these. They go on every single unit, right? These ones, if you get them, they are the best to have because you can put them in every single unit. And this one can kind of the passive is not as important, but again, it is an SS rank, and I'm kind of ranking them if you have access to them like you would the S ranks. So again, damage reduction and damage increase are very important. These are the two that do that. Then this is the recovery amount and the crit rate for the S rank. So this is how the tier list goes for the standard ones. This is the featured one, which only works from the Lionheart event. Was it? She started an event, right? The painters, whatever it was called. I don't know. I don't remember. But this one only works on green units. Okay. And this is S rank, because what this does. Let me go to it and actually take a look at it. There we go. Green attribute only. At the start of the wave, cuts damage by 10 and increases damage by 10. Really good. It will go on your green team, every single unit. It could even go on SS, to be honest. But the fact that it is only green, I will put it S tier. So this is it for me. As far as as I've called them, universal scene cards, the scene cards that work on every unit goes. Again, the S ranks are actually really good if you can stack the lottery effects. If you can stack the lottery effects, like if you can get like a maximum you can get on the S ranks is an extra 6%. I don't know if it's possible to get 3 orange ones on the S rank, but if you can, let's say you get an extra 6%, that's still not enough, right? Because you only get 4%, right? Like for example, increased damage by 4, we get an extra 6, that's 10, that's 1% off of this one, which does 11. So the SS ranks are really valuable. So if you get any of these, 1, 2, 3 especially, this one's also quite nice. And I'll actually put it here. Yeah, I'll put it there, why not? I'll put it there, why not? But this one's quite nice. All 3 of them are decent. This is good as well. The crit rate increase I don't really care about as much. It's too specific, right? So for me, this is it. This one I'm not too sure about. I'll leave it there. It's the recovery amount one. It's not as good as damage cut, but it's not as bad as crit rate increase. So I'll put it there. That's it for me for now. I will be back with the character tier list with the scene cards included. So we're gonna take a look at all of these scene cards in the future video. So for now, thank you guys for watching. As I said, if you want to subscribe, please do so. But if you don't want to, that's fine. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.